Kim McIntyre here, the neurodivergent, and hopefully you've been watching the first video of this series in relation to the feet. And I hope that your feet are doing better for you. Your feet meaning feet, ankles, toes, lower legs. I hope that you have felt a better connection. If you haven't, comment below. What's holding you back? What do you feel is not working for you? And instead of starting this video over, I'm going to, there you go, that way I'm more centered. Beautiful. So I hope you find comedy in this video also. I'm talking to you as though you are right here, right now. I'm not going to have any cuts. This is just me and you talking about how you can help yourself heal daily. So make sure you subscribe so you get more of my videos, more of my 50 years of knowledge turned into wisdom. All right. So what we're going to do first off is we're going to do a little tapping in relation to where you're at right now in this moment. So I'm going to have you actually stand up and sit right back down and then follow me and start tapping, noticing how that felt to stand up. Did you clench your jaw? Did you hold your breath? Did you have any aches or pains, dis-ease within your body? Does standing up take an effort? Did you have to push off of something in order to stand up? I don't know what you're sitting on, but pay attention to that. While you're doing this, if you're doing it just as a beginner and you want to learn how to stand up from something, I do not recommend practicing this from your couch, because your couch is going to be really low, really soft, and it's going to take a lot more effort for you to stand up at the beginning. So get yourself one of your kitchen chairs and a nice solid surface. That will definitely help you. Another reason that we're tapping right now is to help you activate the core of your body. And as you see here in this picture, the core of your body is your internal support structure. It goes through the entire center of the body. As you see, this is all the blue stuff. And we did tap it or check in on this a little bit with the foot video, but now that we're actually up and at 'em and we're going to begin movement, we really want to make sure that that core is here for us, okay? And we don't engage our core. Our core is just here. Our core gets confused when we get stressed out though. So for instance, this morning, I went on a nice long walk, got 10,000 steps in this morning. Woo, yes! Whatever. All I know is that when I bent over to pick up a rock out of the road so I can throw it off the side of the road, my hips and my back and my legs were like, dude, we're tired. And in my mind, that sucks because I've done much harder stuff than that and I did not get tired. But that's what happens when you don't take proper care of yourself for a while. Okay. So I did some testing and lo and behold, my psoas is not strong enough for what I'm asking it to do. And psoas is part of the core. It attaches the lower lumbar spine to the inner thighs. And it's very important for walking and also extremely important for that core support. So if the core gets tired, you're going to start asking different muscles, inefficient muscles, to begin working for you to do the same job that your psoas is supposed to do, whether that be supporting you or creating the movement. So I did some real quick healing, brought some energy into the psoas muscles and felt much better, but I also recognized, hey, I've got to be doing more specific work with my psoas. Now, these things might not be things that make sense to you right now, but hopefully as you continue watching these videos, it will make more and more sense. Beautiful. Now you can download this tapping protocol from my website, theneuroDivergent.net. Highly recommend you do it because it will make a huge difference in your strengthening, your flexibility, your healing, everything about your life. Beautiful. So again, we're going to have you stand up and sit down and then notice how you felt different. In any way, shape, or form, did you feel different? And I'll bet there is one way that you did, okay? And maybe a whole lot of ways. All right, so let's get to work. Since we did so much work on our feet the other day, I want those feet in a comfortable position, okay? They might be way out in front of you. For now, I'm going to put my feet here so that you can see those guys. And when I say comfortable position, I mean comfortable in the ankles, comfortable in the lower legs, comfortable in the knees, comfortable in the quads, comfortable in your upper body. Now I'm going to rotate my chair here. Boom. Make sure we're locked in. And we want a neutral spine. Okay, so go ahead and if you can, reach your hand behind your back and feel your lower lumbar spine. Make sure we're not really curved forward. Make sure we're not slouching down. We are neutral spine, which means just a gentle curvature. If you're in neutral spine, you're going to feel your sits bones, especially if you're on a hard surface. You're going to feel your sits bones, the bones on the bottom of your pelvis, pointing straight down into your chair. Now, if you're too far forward, you might only feel the edges of them. If not, you might feel nothing at all. If you're too far back, you're going to feel nothing at all, and you're definitely going to have strain in your lower back, possibly. I can't say definitely. There is no definites in this work. So a neutral spine. And then where is your head at? Okay, are your ears in line with your shoulders? I believe mine are, but I won't know until I see this video. So we're looking at everything. Make sure we're not round in the spine. Make sure we're not flexing the spine. Your shoulders are directly over your hips, your ears, or over your shoulders. A lot to think about, I know. Now, if that has become overwhelming for you because of everything that you have to think about, feel free to pause this video right now and begin tapping. Because if you are overwhelmed, you have lost your ability for your core to support you. All right. So now I want you to feel your feet on the floor. Your feet, which include all 5 toes. And it seems as though I busted a toenail. I've got some blood on my toe. Interesting. So all 5 toes on the floor and connection through 3 points. Okay. Ball of the big toe. Boom. Underneath the bottom of the little toe and the heel. Now it doesn't mean that there's not going to be more skin on the ground, but I really want you to focus on those 3 points. A lot of times we had too much pressure out here on the outside of the feet. If you have collapsed arches, we have too much pressure on the inside of the feet and your knees are rotated in. I want equal pressure around the entire foot, especially on those 3 points. Now, align the knees, okay? If your feet are pointed out, your knees are pointed out. If your feet are able to be straight and you don't have any strain, then your knees are straight. Now, this does not mean you do the same thing every single time. Tomorrow, you might have your legs out. Today, you might have your legs out. Wherever you feel as though you need work or you need benefit, okay? If you're a person who does a lot of squats and you want to improve your squat, put yourself in your squat position. Doesn't mean don't do this, because this is extremely important for this, because this changes everything inside of the outside of the hips and deep inside of the pelvic floor. Changes the entire alignment of the body as well as the core. So this will improve this just as much as this will improve this. Very important. Don't do the same thing all the time. All right. Now, notice those feet are on the floor. Notice your feet are parallel to each other and in alignment. Don't have one foot farther forward than the other. Check the alignment of your knees. Back when I was a snowboarder all the time and able to ride goofy, I would have, my hips would constantly be rotated. Okay? So check the alignment of the knees. And if any of that is hard to do, pause the video, begin tapping. Okay? The tapping is clearing meridian points. Okay? Clearing, it's like giving yourself acupuncture. It's telling the subconscious self, your unconscious self, your inner child, hey, this is okay. We're okay being here. We're dumping things we don't need. If this is overwhelming you, you're feeling anxious, angry, afraid, outraged, livid, hulkish, begin tapping. Once you're Once you're finished, once you feel the tingles run through your body, once you let go of a yawn, a burp, a fart, whatever you feel, once you feel supported, that means that your core is on and you're ready to begin the next part. All right. So, our weight is on our feet. Feet, knees, hips in alignment, no matter where they're at. Neutral spine. Very good. Now, we're going to begin almost standing up. So I'm going to rotate my chair. There we go. Now I want you sitting more towards the front of the chair. So align yourself as you need to. And we're going to begin hinging forward to put weight into our feet. So if your feet are way out here, you're not going to be standing up today. But you will, because as you align your body, your feet will be more comfortable coming back. All right? So we're going to hinge forward from the ball and socket joint of our pelvis, where our femur comes into our pelvic bone. And you're going to notice as we rotate forward, where I am maintaining a neutral spine. My spine is staying long. I am not rotating from here. I'm not arched in the back. I maintain my neutral spine, and I rotate from my hips. And at one moment, you're going to feel almost all of your weight fall into your feet. There we go. So I don't feel like I would be able to stand up from here. So I'd have to come farther forward. There we go. And notice I'm able to stand straight up because I had enough weight in my feet. Okay? But that also tells me I didn't have my feet far enough back. Now I've got a little strain going on, very minute, in the backs of my legs. So that's telling me I'm working right here. I'm going to start tapping. And you tap and tap and tap until the strain goes away, until you feel your core come on, and then you attempt the motion again. Again, hinging from the hips. Now a lot of you might not be able to do this. A lot of you might only be able to get to here. That's okay. You don't have to stand up today, okay? Because we're not throwing ourselves forward. We are bringing ourselves forward as far as our body will allow us, as far as our core feels supportive for you in relation to the motion. So we are tapping. Anytime you feel like you need to, you pause that video and you do some tapping. Very good. Now, as you get more and more flexibility and strength within your body, you will be able to bring your feet and your heels farther back towards the chair and your upper body farther forward on the chair. Now I scooted forward a little bit and my heels wanted to pop up. I came forward too far. There you go. Now my heels are on the floor. My entire foot is on the floor. And notice my knees are past my toes. It's okay. I know that goes against everything that we've been taught, but it's perfectly healthy for our knees to go past our toes in a squat. As you get stronger and stronger and stronger, you'll be able to keep those knees back if you need to, but that doesn't mean that your knees can't go forward. It's perfectly healthy. Good. All right, we're going to begin hinging from those hips again, maintaining a perfect neutral spine up and through, and I'm feeling the weight fall into my feet much faster. Beautiful, almost there. And now it almost feels like if I came forward a little farther, I would just stand up. Wonderful. And then to sit down, imagine folding a brochure. We bend our knees. Notice now my hips are hinging, and we find the chair, and we place our weight into the chair. We hinge forward. Boom. Unfold the brochure. Knees back, hips forward. Knees forward, hips back. Boom. Notice I am not here. Notice I'm not looking up to the sky, okay? We're not Olympic weightlifters. We don't need that extra. We're living a real life right now, okay? Now, if you're an Olympic lifter, that doesn't mean that this practice won't help you, Very important, right? Hinging forward from the hips. Feel that weight fall into the feet. Pull the knees back, pull the hips forward, stand up. Sit down, knees forward. Hips, ideally, when I say hips back, I mean we're not doing this. We're letting those knees come forward, and then as you need to, you hinge forward, which feels like your hips are going back, but they're really not. Your hips are coming, your sits bones are coming straight down towards your heels. Nice. And if you are not improving every single time, tap. Make sure you're breathing. We haven't talked about breath today. 3 seconds inhale, 5 second exhale, in the nose, out the nose. That is your goal in everything that you're doing. We are not exhaling on the way up and inhaling on the way down. We are breathing 3 seconds in, 5 seconds out. Doesn't matter how fast we go, doesn't matter how slow we go. What matters is breathing 3 seconds in, 5 seconds out. Wonderful. Well, I'm pretty excited. I feel like that went really well. So please, I think we're going to leave it there. Next video, we will do more. I don't know yet. But if you have any questions, any comments, please put them in the comment section. Let's get those questions and comments answered. How did you improve today? How have you improved if you did this every single day for 7 days? What did you notice in your improvements? That would be huge, not only for you to hear, because when you write down those improvements, you can tap about those improvements and really ingrain them in your nervous system. But it helps me understand, is my education getting through to you? And if not, how do I need to change it so that I can reach more and more people? So again, like and subscribe. I appreciate that. That way you also get notices of when I put more information out there. And if you have requests for different movements, different exercises, how you can heal yourself, write them in the comments. If you're having a really hard time, which some of you will, book a one-on-one session. I will get you streamlined. I'll get your healing streamlined so fast. One session and all of a sudden you're rocking and rolling. Beautiful. So I want to thank you very much for watching my video. You have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.